Factorization of quadratic expressions using the for method. We begin by looking at the expansion using the for method. Suppose we want to expand 2x plus 3 times x minus 4. From the for method, we know that we multiply the first term in each brackets, which is 2x times x, to give us 2x squared. And then we need to multiply the inner and the outer terms to get our middle term. Multiplying the inner term, we have 3x, and multiplying the outer terms, we have negative 8x. And when we sum it up, we will have negative 5x is the middle term. Then finally, the last term, we are multiplying the last term in each bracket, which is 3 times negative 4 to give us negative 12. So the expansion does not have any brackets. Now we want to see how we can reverse the process. That means we want to factorize this. And factorize means putting it back in the bracketed form. The process is quite similar. We know that if we want to factorize this, it will give us two brackets. And this comes from the first term in each bracket, which means the first term in each bracket is 2x times x. Now, next we look at the factors of the last term. The factor of the last term is 3 times 4. It can also be 2 times 6. But let us start with 3 times 4. Suppose we put the 4 here. Now, if this is 4, then there will be a common factor of 2. When there is a common factor of 2 in the brackets, it means that every term here has that common factor. But we know that negative 5x doesn't have a common factor of 2. So the 4 should not be here. Therefore, we put 3 here and 4 here. Now notice the sign is not considered. We are just using the first term to determine the terms in each bracket and the last term to determine the terms in each bracket. To finish up the process, we need to find out what is the middle term. To do that, again, we do the same process. This is 3x, and the outer is 8x. Now we know that the middle term is negative 5x. Therefore, this must be a negative 8x. So that when we total it, we have the middle term negative 5x. That means the outer term must be negative and the inner term is positive. And this completes our factorization. Now let us take a look at how we factorize this. Now before we can factorize, it is important to note that there is a common factor and that has to be taken out first. On examination, we know that the common factor is 4. Therefore, let us take out 4. And now the expression in the bracket is 4 x squared minus 5x plus 1. Okay, now we will factorize the terms in brackets. Do all these calculations on a piece of paper. Right, now we have 4x squared minus 5x plus 1. So again, we have two brackets. The first term, we have 2x times 2x. And the last term is 1 and 1. But when we check the middle term, this is 2x and 2x. We can never get a negative 5x. Therefore, these factors are wrong. So we may have to try 4x times x. And then 1 times 1. Now check the middle term. We have x and 4x. Okay, now our middle term is negative 5x. Therefore, both must be negative. So the outer term is negative and the inner term is negative. Check the sign for the last term as well. Negative times negative give us positive. So this completes our factorization. Now we can go back to our program and enter the common factor is 2. The common factor is 4. And the first factor is 4x minus 1. And the second factor is x minus 1. Press enter, and that is correct. Okay. We can also check the middle term here. Right? Minus x and minus 4x. Okay, and minus times minus is plus 1. And that completes the factorization. Thank you.